and Daniel Levy is set to be given the freedom of the City of London. The freedom of the City of London is awarded to individuals as a way of paying tribute to their outstanding contribution to London or public life, or to celebrate a very significant achievement. And what better person to speak to about Daniel Levy being given the freedom of the City of London than Mr. Brian Daigle. Let's bring him on.
Dear. How are we doing? How are we doing, everyone in the chat and YouTube brothers?
Yeah, all good, my friend. All good. Good to see you here on such a monumental moment.
It's a proud day for Tottenham.
Well, maybe not for Tottenham.
Mate, all I can say is I've seen people do this on TikToks and whatever, and it's a trend, so I'm going to use my one now. Can I play my reverse card to have a London free of Levy? I'm using my reverse card now. Well, what's there to say about it? Honestly, nothing surprises me with this football club and what goes on. It's an achievement he's got. I think there's probably a lot more people in London worthy.
What is the achievement they're talking about? Is it the stadium winning the trophy? What is the?
It's nothing to do with the trophy. I can tell you that. It's nothing to do with football. It's completely nothing to do with football.
So you think if we didn't win that Europa League, he still gets his freedom in the City now?
Yeah, for sure.
At this point,
yeah, I think he would have.
Is the timing not curious? So maybe they're waiting for him to win a trophy so that it's.
I don't think so. It's a way.
As bad.
They award this to individuals as a way of paying tribute to their outstanding contribution to London. Mm-hmm. That's what he's got it for the stadium, for the amount of jobs he's opened up, for charitable causes as well around with the Tottenham Community Foundation.
But this can be football related because Klopp got it for Liverpool because he did well at Liverpool, like as a club. That's like doing well, right? On the footballing side is obviously going to bring more stuff to London, so it's seen as an achievement. So I feel like the timing of it must be because it's just after we won the trophy. That's why I'm not saying he's good just for that. I'm just saying that plus all the other stuff has now entered him into this echelon for whoever's making these decisions to nominate him and saying, okay, this guy is a nominee now for.
Well, if we're still playing at White Hart Lane and we win this trophy, I don't think he gets it.
Okay, but I'm just saying I don't think the trophies are relevant to this decision. At the timing, I think it's probably because we just won this trophy is why he's getting it. And timing.
Well, one thing I will say, the charitable things Tottenham do, and obviously he's a big part of whatever goes on with this football club, whether it's on the field, off the field, property-wise, whatever, commercial-wise. Tottenham Hotspur do a lot of great stuff for charity, and that does need to be commended. That does be commended, whether it be for when they do the things for knife crimes, with the food bank, with other things they've done, with a lot of other football clubs do this as well, obviously. But Tottenham have done a lot of things, like I said, with the Tottenham Foundation and everything. They do a lot of good. They do. There's no getting away from that. Could it be because of the jobs he's got? Obviously, you'd think he'd get the freedom of Tottenham or something first, wouldn't he? But I'm sure the whole of London are delighted.
The freedom of Tottenham. He can't even walk down Tottenham High Road.
Exactly. He's got. No, I've said it again. When it comes to building that stadium, the training ground, and all other things, he's done wonderful things at Tottenham. But it's not materialised on the football pitch. So for charitable jobs and everything like that, maybe there is something in that they've looked upon. But it's like Ben said, it's got absolutely nothing to do football-wise. Nothing to do football-wise. But it's. I wonder if he gets a plaque or anything. It will go next to the Bill Nicholson gates.
Yeah, probably.
Those historic things that we have.
Yeah, I mean, look, we've all spoken about Levy so much, and well, pretty much since Brian's been on the.
Have I?
We all speak about him a lot, right? And we all have our own opinions and whatever. But when you look at just that side of the football club, the money side, the investment side, the everything to do with that. He's done a phenomenal job getting us to where we are in terms of everything apart from football. So I think this is why he's got this achievement.
Yeah, like I said, I can say from obviously living abroad, and I can speak for what I see in Toronto, the commercial growth of this football club and the reach of the football club is a hell of a lot bigger than it was before he took over. There's no getting away from that. There is absolutely, and for that he deserves praise. But like we've all said, it's about the football, isn't it? We're all here because of the football. But the reach Tottenham Hotspur now have because of him, and it is far greater than it was. The money coming in is greater than it ever was, but again, it's not on the football. So there are good things that he needs to be given praise for, but on the footballing side, I'm still a hard pass.
Yeah. Yeah, agreed.
So, if he's given the freedom of the city, Brian, is London? Are you going to come back to London anytime soon? Are you refusing to step foot in London?
I'm going to come back and
until,
party. I'm going to celebrate like it's 1999, as that song goes. Yeah, it's an auspicious occasion which I need to get back for and be a part of and soak it in.
But as you said, you refused to go back into the stadium until. What was it? Until Levy was gone?
Until there's significant change and investment in that football pitch. Put it this way, like I've said to Ben, I'm sure I said it to you as well, Simeon. If got Thomas Rankin, my guy, if once Morgan Gibbs-White, and he will become a Spurs player, I'm still standing by it. If the investment comes in, and if we start buying some big quality players, then I'll have to revisit that. I still won't buy anything in the stadium. I still won't buy anything in the club shop. But we'll have the manager I wanted, the player I wanted. But that's still up in the air for me. That's still. I'm certainly not changing my mind now. He's got the freedom of London. I'm not going. Yes, that's what I've been waiting for. Now I can come back in. No.
Freedom of London. You'll never sing that.
Are you boycotting London now? He's got the
don't
freedom
start
of
that,
London.
Ben, because it will catch on. It will catch on. Don't. But no.
Are you boycotting London now? He's got the freedom of London, or not?
No, I might protest the whole of London. I might just pop up in different parts of London and say we want Levy out in all different parts of London. The protest can go city-wise now.
We got to do an Enoch Out protest outside the House of Parliament or something.
That's just do it somewhere. Just pick a random place.
All four corners of London are going to have an Enoch Out protest now.
Let's just go to Muswell Hill or Hampstead and just start one. Let's just start random places. I might just spring up.
Do you think outside of football he deserves this award?
Yeah, that's what we've been saying. I think he does.
You were saying you understand why he's getting it. Do you think he deserves it?
I think so. I think he's done a great thing here in terms of the stadium, the training ground, infrastructure around Tottenham, his charitable causes with the Tottenham Hotspur Foundation. I think everything outside of football, I think he's done a great job at.
Yeah, I mean, the things that have happened, obviously, a lot of it, we've got big debts that we need to cover and everything, and season ticket, all the other things. But like I said, the charitable, I can't not praise the club for how they deal with things for charitable things. The stadium, like I said, I've been there a good few times now, not for a while, obviously, but the place is an architectural masterpiece. So it is an absolute stunning stadium. It's a work of art. The training ground, again, is the best of the best. And the forefront that everyone tries to...
No expense spared, Brian. No expense spared.
When it comes to off-the-field things, no expense spared. When it comes to on the field, yeah.
Because you've got to look at the amount of jobs that he's created just on Tottenham High Road in itself. You know, the hotel...
Correct.
Is going to command a lot of staff, the stadium, the events, everything like that. I mean, he has opened up a lot of jobs.
Oh, 100% he has. 100% he has. And it is Tottenham is becoming what's the word I'm trying to use here? Obviously, the state that Tottenham was in, or the high road and everything, and what was there before he came, and now you look at it, it's night and day, isn't it?
Yeah.
My mum was born in Tottenham. She was born in Bruce Grove and lived there for a big chunk of her life. And when she's walked down there with me, she's like, "Oh my God, this is nothing like it used to be." Obviously, that's a long time ago. But there are things he's done that has improved Tottenham immensely. It's just not been on the one thing that we all want.
Yeah, no, 100%.
If the reports of investment are true and all these things do come to light, and we do start to spend a bit more money, if that does come to be true this summer, and we hear about it, of into like aficionado or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
then does change for Spurs and that kind of stuff? Would that still exist next season?
It depends, doesn't it? Depends. Put it this way: if it comes in during the season or during the window, sorry, we get to spend or use it, then who knows with the players and quality we've got in, and who knows what Levy's role is. If the window doesn't end up as a successful one and is another one that started with so much promise and belief and then ends with a whimper, and the investment is there after, then you're like, well, what was that all about? Then it very well could be. Obviously, I can't speak on behalf of changes for Tottenham,
Yeah,
but whatever change for Tottenham do, I will always support, promote, and be there if I can, for as long as it takes.
Yeah, look, if we're talking about significant investment and Spurs are going to act like they have got significant investment and keep bringing in players of the likes of Kudus and Morgan Gibbs-White and players like that, then I think there won't be too much to complain about.
Exactly.
That's the reality. So that's what we all wanted. And if
Correct.
that happens, then there won't be many protests, I believe. But they got to put their money where their mouth is, and they got to show it first before the noise quietens down.
Exactly, and you look at it, what is it now? 38 days left of the window. Mm-hmm. Whatever they're doing, they're not just coming in, coming out. They are going to have to get a wriggle on now, aren't they?
Yeah.
Because teams are going to want to get their teams together and ready for the first team and prepared. And that means the outgoings as well. That really does mean the outgoings. But the lack of activity, it could be all under the radar. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Maybe we're waiting for a domino to fall. Is that domino Morgan Gibbs-White? Who knows? But remember when we said, let's wait till July? Well, we're entering August. And yes, Takai and Kudus has come in, and Gibbs-White would have been here if there hadn't been the hold-up that's going on. But there's still other areas that need addressing. And going into August, I think, as well, I don't know how you boys feel and the people in the chat, if we go for another Premier League player or any player that's a first-team player of a top-5 league, as soon as they start kicking the ball in the season, surely their price goes up, because now you're losing them once the season starts, and then they've got to find a replacement, and they're running out of time. So we really need to start doing something, I feel.
Yeah, and the biggest problem with that as well is, like, we fly out to the tour next week.
Yeah.
I think early next week as well. So there's less than a week to go. And historically, we don't do business while we're on tour and while we're in the Far East or America or whatever. So that delays it by another, week or week and a half, however long it goes on. And then suddenly you're a week or two away from the season starting. So not too much time before the season actually starts now.
Well, historically, we don't activate release clauses either.
True.
Well, the thing is as well is, if things are, let's just say the investment is it coming in and it's not that far away, or they are just crossing the T's, whichever way you want to look at it. Maybe if we are active whilst we're on tour, there's another indication that things might be changing. Who knows? I mean, again, we're in limbo, aren't we? And we're going to have to wait and see what happens. But it is getting concerning the more and more the days go by, and the teams that we want to compete with are seriously strengthening.
What are you looking at from now until the end of the window? How many more signings do you want?
I'd want 3 or 4, and that's including Morgan Gibbs-White. That's including. Yeah. So I think we're Morgan Gibbs-White. I think we need the midfielder. I think we're the number 6 or whatever you want to do. I think we need. Well, actually, that might have to go up, because if Sonny is going, then we need a left winger, left back, and a striker.
Left winger, left back, striker,
midfielder,
Gibbs-White,
and a midfielder. But if we get Gibbs-White, one of those positions, I mean, we've got to be realistic. I can't see Spurs getting 4 or 5 players in. I think once Gibbs-White is through the door, maybe the midfield isn't the main necessity, depending on outgoings. This is us just talking ingoings, isn't it? So
you know, like Gibbs-White, Palhinha,
like Simon and I was saying yesterday, I think that one drags on till nearer the end of the window.
Potentially.
I think if that goes on. But I have to say, with this Morgan Gibbs-White, people are going nuts all of a sudden. I don't know why we've got to this now, that if a player goes on pre-season tour, that's it. Apparently, they're signing a lifetime contract. Portugal is as far away as Neptune, and it's off. People like Wissa have come back from Portugal to get things done. There's still 5. Well, yes, it's frustrating. Yes, it's annoying. Yes, the lack of sound. Or actually, the noise. The way I've dealt with this the last few days is I only listen to Ornstein. That's it. If he ain't spoken, everything else is hot air.
It's not. I don't think it's so much that he's joined the team in Portugal. It's so much that we had a Here We Go 2 weeks ago, and we're sitting here 2 weeks on from that, and he's joining up with Forest for pre-season, and we just have no clue what the hell is going on. That's what the frustrating thing is.
Yeah, but I still think it's 100% on. There are people that think it's 100% off or move on. I'm just, I will double down or triple down that he'll be a Spurs player before the end of the window.
Yeah, I think so as well.
It's just the noise. It's just so much noise going on about it. And it's different stories from different people. Then they all corroborate, and then they start just rewording what everyone else is saying. I have been like, it's Ornstein or nothing for me. Ornstein, Tottenham or Forest come out and use it's legit. Anyone else, I'm not paying any attention.
What do you think of potentially Devine leaving permanently to Millwall? That was the latest rumour coming out today. Obviously, we saw in the friendly on Saturday that he kind of started. Donnelly played second half. If we were to, how much of a blow would it be for you to lose?
Oh, it'd be heartbreaking. Honestly, Alfie Devine leaving this football club will be heartbreaking for me. Absolutely heartbreaking. He's a player of immense talent at his age. And we've got to remember, he's been at the club a while. He's only 20 years old. He turns 21 next week.
He was here under Mourinho.
Yeah, he was here under Mourinho. He scored. He was the youngest player to play for Spurs in that FA Cup game against Marine. Yeah. Or the youngest goal scorer, should I say. I don't know if it was the youngest player, but definitely the youngest goal scorer. I've said before, I think he needs a championship loan. Go out there, play regular first team minutes, and then Spurs evaluate it. But if Spurs sell him, I will be heartbroken. He will go on to do great things. Hopefully there'll be a buyback clause, and Spurs will activate it, and he'll be back bigger, better, bigger, bolder, and better. But it will be a very sad day for me because I think he's a player of immense talent.
Yeah, I think so as well. And obviously, Ashley Phillips has gone back out on loan. Do you think maybe we've seen the last of him with Vuskovic now here, and he's clearly someone who everyone's very excited about? Do you think we'll see Phillips back at Tottenham?
I really hope so. I really hope so. I think I thought he'd had enough championship loans, and Stoke are delighted, obviously, because they absolutely love him. And again, he will get regular minutes. We're going to have to see what happens at the end of the season, but I would hope he would stay because I think he's a future England international. I think he's that good. I think he will really become a top draw defender. But Spurs will do what Spurs will do. And again, I've said all season, whatever Thomas Frank decides to do, I'm going to support it. I'm going to be with it. So if he decides that Phillips needs to go, then who am I to say anything?
Yeah, that puts you. Who are you going to be in, Camp Devine or Camp Frank?
I'm still listen. I'll always be in Camp Frank. But if he goes, listen, you look at it, and what you got to look at this as well is with Josh Keeley. Maybe Spurs do want to keep him, but he's had enough now, and he wants regular first team football, and I can't really blame him if he does, because he's been, like we said, he just hasn't been able to force his way through or been given assurances on his future. So maybe he, like Josh Keeley, is saying, do you know what, I want first team regular football. I just hope, like I said, we put a buyback clause, but it will be a sad day for me, but I'm always going to be Team Frank. First line of defence, second in command, and apparently fart sniffing on location alone behind Ben. I would wish Devine well, and he will do very, very well wherever he goes.
If I gave you the option to choose between Donnelly and Devine, who would you pick?
Listen, it's very. If you had me and Sean Slater here, obviously you know where we'd be. I will. When it comes to youngsters, it's very, very biased and hard for me to. I will always say Alfie Devine.
Really, ahead of Donnelly.
Who I think's got the more talent, and listen, I've stuck my neck out so much for him. I won't back down with this. I think he'll go. I think he'll go to Millwall or whoever it may be if Millwall goes through. and he will do very, very well in the Championship. And a lot of people will see what I've seen for years, or been saying for years, shall I say. And then he'll tear the Championship up.
I'm just seeing a report on Sky Sports. Apparently, Worcester to Newcastle nearing conclusion for 35 million.
Well, he's their Isaac replacement. You can't get. Well, that's a bit of a downgrade, isn't it?
That's right. We're going to put 120 million pound bid in out of nowhere during the tour to show that there's movement from in the board level. Isaac, we were having this discussion when I was on Ben's show just there on the Coffee Company. I love Isaac, and we were asking our viewers, and it was a mixed bag for Tottenham right now. Now let's just step into the land of delirious, and we can get anyone. If Tottenham could right now, either of these come, there's obviously this isn't happening. This is just a game. Right now, if Isaac or Haaland would sign for Spurs right now, and you could pick, you had the final decision. Who are you boys picking? For me, it's Isaac
or Haaland.
Yeah, and both of them have agreed fees, terms, and they're going to come to. Obviously, this is just a game of complete batshit bonkers. But if one of those two could walk into Tottenham right now, who would you have? And for me, it's Isaac. I think he offers a bit more off the ball, away from the goals than just outright goals. And for me, Haaland is just outright goals.
But when you're talking about a striker, number 9, crosses in the box, getting it on the end of those... We can't cross the box.
We got one that crosses the ball.
Well, we do under Frank now. Frank's going to get them crossing.
Hopefully. But I
Pedro Porro.
The man.
Pedro Porro and Erling Haaland is a recipe for success, man.
So would be, mate. Isaac, I think, just offers more than just goals. Sim, who would you have?
I prefer Isaac.
There we go.
I think I'd go for Haaland.
I think I'd go for Isaac.
You'd go for Haaland?
I think I'd go for Haaland, yeah.
See, I wonder what... I can see there's a few people commenting on the...
I think Isaac... I agree. Isaac offers you more all-round, for sure. I do agree with that. But I think Haaland will guarantee us, 25 min goals a season.
I think Isaac guarantees you goals as well.
I think Haaland probably guarantees you more goals. But I think Isaac has more weapons.
Who are you more excited watching, Ben?
Isaac.
Isaac can do things. Isaac can do things by himself.
Yeah, of course.
Haaland can't. Haaland needs the service.
Yeah.
But then again, the thing is with Haaland, if you give him the service, he's almost guaranteed to score. Whereas Isaac isn't as much as a bully as Haaland. So
definitely not that.
If you put a cross in the box, Haaland's so much harder to stop than Isaac. But if you give the ball to Isaac's feet, he can dribble at you and score from outside the box and do tight finishes. Whereas Haaland, you give him the ball, he's not going to do much. You have to kind of give it to him through on goal or cross the ball into him.
Yeah, which we'll be looking to do under Frank, in my opinion. So I think he'd be a really good fit.
Well, people that have just tuned in, we're not actually thinking that this is actually happening. This is just a...
Who are we signing? Tell what's called a Haaland or Isaac.
Clip it right now. Who are we signing? You can sign one of these, and they're both definitely going to come, Isaac or Haaland. But you say that, Ben. Remember Isaac's header against the filth this year from that great cross from Trippier, where you put the ball in the box. Powerful wise, it's no competition. It's no competition.
Live interview on Sky Sports about
Matisse. Yeah, you say that, Brian, but I mean, you can probably list about 30 or 40 of Haaland goals like that. How many Isaac goals can you...
That you're right. But for power and for that you're definitely right. It's Haaland. I just love Isaac. I just love it. Isaac.
So do I. I think he's an unbelievable football player, and I think we'd be lucky to have either of them. We ain't getting any of them. So,
could you imagine? Could you imagine? I mean,
nonsense conversation.
You know there is going to be an ITK that says we're in for him.
Yeah.
You know there will be a rumour that he's in for us. But yeah, going back to Spurs. What else were you talking about? Obviously, Morgan Gibbs-White spoken. Divine, please don't go, but we'll see.
We were speaking about if Sonny was to go, who would you want on the left wing? What signing? And I was bringing up, I don't know if you heard, I was talking about why can't Spurs look to bring in a Rafael Leao?
We had this chat as well, because when we did the update, wasn't it? His wages weren't when we're checking his wages were like 132,000 euros.
Wages aren't high. AC Milan not in Europe next season. Like, why can't we go for someone like Rafael Leao?
There's him. Do you know what? If Liverpool were looking to sell, I would take Diaz.
He's going to Bayern Munich, apparently.
Apparently, but I mean, obviously, Diaz again is an absolute not a chance because of his wages, whatever.
He ain't asking to leave to come to Tottenham. I can assure you that, Brian.
But mate, could we go back for Eze again? Who knows?
Eze, yeah, true. Eze hasn't. Nothing's happened with him, has it?
Nothing's happened with Eze. Could it be? But I think LA just fits for Sonny, doesn't it?
Say that again,
Sorry, Brian. We just lost you there for a second.
I think Los Angeles is the perfect fit for Sonny.
Why though? Do you not think he's better than that right now?
I think he's better. I'm saying if that's where he wants to go and play out his football, fair play. Obviously, there's Hugo there with him. It's the biggest South Korean population in the world outside of Korea, so he's gonna feel very, very at home, and he'll have tremendous support there. He'll become he'll be not as big as Messi, but he'll be a franchise player. If that's where he wants to go, then that's where he goes. I think he's still capable of doing it in the Premier League. But it's not going away, is it? In fact, these rumours are just getting stronger and stronger. And if he chooses LA and America, then
so be it. Good for him.
Exactly. And there's just away from football, there's just a lot of things that go for him being there.
Yeah, true.
When you're going through proper established left wingers, there's not like a ton of players who we think maybe are gettable. Really, I mean, you got Leao up there.
John Buchanan.
Don't start with Tajon Buchanan again.
Let's go get Tajon back. Mate, he's had a very, very good season out on loan at where did he go? He was in La Liga. And for Canada, he's been on absolute. I mean, obviously, he's been on absolute flames since he's come back from his broken leg. If Spurs pulled it out of the bag and just went for a random bid for Tajon, you know, I'd be absolutely over the moon.
To get him to replace Sonny, that would just be.
That's a huge. It would need to be. Don't get me wrong. It would need to be a huge player or a very. That's the thing. It would need to be a quality player, an absolute quality player, to replace that. It would need to be an elite player or a very, very high caliber of player to replace him. We'll just have to wait and see. We'll see what this window holds. But if the window remains as inactive and as uninspiring as it is right now, 7:01 UK time, PM, 1st September, I have a summer's anger and pressure to release, and I will be...
Release the hounds.
Yeah, basically. That's the cleaner way of saying what I was about to say. Yeah, we'll go with that.
Big up to you, Brian. Thanks for coming on today. Everyone do go subscribe to Tottenham on Tour. What's the subscribe account on now?
Mate, we are flying at the moment. At the moment, we are now, if Ben Kaufman's in the chat, we'll be able to give you the exact figure. We are on 9,550 something.
So it just needs 500 of you guys. Under 500 of you.
Mate, 450. We'll get it next week. We're aiming for it before the season starts.
How many subscribers do you get the freedom of the city, Brian?
Well, I don't know if it'd be the freedom of Toronto or either way. Well, if I got the freedom of London, then me and him can have a duel.
You get the freedom of London, you'll get anointed at the same time. Brian Daigle and Daniel Levy side by side.
Surely you should be getting the keys to the Scotland Yard. Surely.
I've got them, mate. I've got them. That's an assurance. I've got them.
Fantastic.
All right. Well, big up to you, Brian.
Big up, boys.
We'll see you very, very soon.
You certainly will.
Have a good rest of your day, my friend.
And yourself, brothers, and everyone.